Neon lights are slowly fading, crowds are drifting down the street. Broken flyers on the pavement, echoes lingering from the beat. Sweaty stage and empty speakers, guitars resting by the wall. Every moment still vibrating from the noise that filled the hall. Late night silence feels so different after everything we play. Like the thunder left the building, but the memory never fades. Every shout still in our heads, every word we never said. This is the neon aftermath tonight. After the noise and the flashing lights, every heartbeat still feels the sound of 1,000 voices shaking the ground. Raise a glass to the songs we made, to the dreams that never fade. Every kid in the crowd tonight was a spark in the neon light. Backstage laughter in the hallway, empty bottles on the floor. Every friend still telling stories about the songs they sang before. City streets are glowing softer, midnight drifting into dawn. Every step across the sidewalk feels like something new begun. Posters hanging on the lamppost with our names in faded ink. Every stranger singing choruses faster than we could think. Every echo in the night still reminds us of the fight. This is the neon aftermath tonight. After the noise and the flashing lights, every heartbeat still feels the sound of 1,000 voices shaking the ground. Raise a glass to the songs we made, to the dreams that never fade. Every kid in the crowd tonight was a spark in the neon light. Early sunrise on the freeway, gear packed in a rusted van. Every mile feels like a promise, every city like a plan. We were kids inside a basement, dreaming louder every day. Now the highways keep on calling as the darkness fades to gray. Every show another chapter, every town another song. Every night another reason to keep driving along. Someday when the lights go quiet and the speakers finally rest, we'll remember every chorus that we shouted from our chests. Every city, every stranger, every stage beneath the sky turned our reckless little dream into something still alive. Hear the echoes of the crowd, even when the lights go out. Feel the thunder in the night. We were born for this fight. This is the neon aftermath tonight, where the silence meets the light. Every dream that we defend is a song that never ends. Raise your voices one more time, let the echoes cross the line. Every heart inside the crowd keeps the rebel spirit loud. This is the neon aftermath tonight, where the young hearts stay alive. It's 2 a.m. and I can't sleep. Your name is glowing in the dark. Every scroll just pulls me deeper. Every click ignites a spark. Your new pictures with your friends now, like I'm someone from your past. Every smile feels like damage, like I never really last. Room is silent, but my head's loud. Every thought is out of place. Every memory hits like lightning. Every night I see your face. Every habit I can't break now. Every reason I still stay. I still check your profile at 2 a.m. tonight, screaming under neon lights. Every voice begins to roar in the noise. Told myself that I'd forget you, but I'm back here once again. Every promise that I made me disappears at 2 a.m. You moved on like it was easy, like I never meant a thing. But the songs we used to scream to still remember everything. Friends are calling from the basement, drums are shaking every wall. Every chorus hits like thunder, like I'm not alone at all. Every habit I can't break now. Every reason I still stay. I still check your profile at 2 a.m. tonight, burning through the endless night. Every voice begins to roar, louder than it was before. Through the anger and the pain, through the chaos in my brain. Every kid who can't let go finds a comfort in the noise. Maybe someday I'll stop looking, maybe someday I'll move on. But tonight I'm stuck repeating every place where you're still gone. Every chord I play is louder, every scream cuts through the air, turning all this restless silence into proof I still care. Even when the world keeps moving, even when I try to hide, those late night obsessions still are burning deep inside. If you ever see me watching, if you ever feel my ghost, just remember I was trying when it mattered to me most. Through the anger and confusion, through the nights I couldn't sleep, every broken generation finds a fire to keep. Scrolling through the night again. Endless and every broken heart ignite. 2 a.m. fight. I still check your profile at 2 a.m. tonight, shining through the endless night. Every voice begins to roar, louder than it was before. Through the anger and the pain, through the chaos in my brain. Every kid who can't let go finds a comfort in the noise. You said nothing really matters, like your voice was giving up. Every night felt like a rerun, every dream just blowing up. Phone screen lighting up your bedroom, messages you never send. Every word you keep inside you feels like it will never end. Friends are knocking on your front door, saying come and scream it out. Every chorus hits like lightning, drowning every single doubt. Every scar you try to hide now, every tear you never show. This song won't fix you tonight, but it'll scream with you alright. Every voice begins to roar, louder than it was Every rebel built from silence still can learn to scream and fight. Through the anger and the heartbreak, through the nights you couldn't sleep, every broken generation finds a fire Let it out, don't hold it in. Let it begin. Every broken heart ignite. Flames ignite. This soul won't fix you tonight, but it'll scream with you alright. Every voice begins to roar louder than it was before. Through the anger and the pain, through the chaos in your brain, every kid who feels alone finds a place inside this noise. Crowded trains and flashing billboards, morning rushing through the rain. Every face becomes a stranger, every street repeats again. Neon signs above the sidewalk, coffee steaming winter air. Every voice inside the crowd feels like no one really cares. Footsteps echo through the subway, engines roaring underground. Every moment in this city feels like slowly drifting down. Every heartbeat in the chaos is a voice that can't be heard. In this city without names tonight, millions living side by side. Every story passing by, like a train we couldn't ride. Through the noise and flashing lights, through the endless restless nights, every soul is searching too. In a city without names. Broken posters on the corners, old graffiti on the wall. Every message left in pain says somebody felt it all. Taxi headlights through the midnight rain, reflecting on the street. Every stranger walking past me feels like someone incomplete. Some are chasing bigger futures, some are hiding from the past. Every dream inside this skyline burns too bright to always last. Every heartbeat in the chaos is a voice that can't be heard. In this city without names tonight, millions living side by side. Every story passing by, like a train we couldn't ride. Through the noise and flashing lights, through the endless restless nights, every soul is searching too. In a city without names. Maybe somewhere past the skyline there's a voice that sounds like mine. Another restless heart is walking through this maze of endless signs. Every lonely midnight moment, every quiet hidden pain is another silent story written in the pouring rain. Maybe strangers someday meet and the silence finally breaks, turning all these empty streets into roads that hearts can take. If the crowd feels overwhelming, if the night feels cold and wide, every soul that keeps on walking has a fire burning inside. Through the chaos and confusion, through the endless neon maze, every voice can tonight, voices finally unified. Every stranger in the crowd has a story locked inside. Through the noise and flashing lights, through the endless restless nights, every soul can find their flame in this city without names. Whoa! Main Street glowing after midnight, neon signs begin to fade. Every shadow hides a story, every choice a risk we made. Backpacks heavy on our shoulders, skateboards rattling on the ground. Every laugh becomes a lightning, echoing a rebel sound. Cheap guitars across the backseat, songs we played the night before. Every chord sounds like thunder, like we're asking life for more. Every heartbeat hits the pavement, every spark begins to rise. We're the runaways on Main Street tonight, burning under city lights. Every voice begins to roar, louder than it was before. Through the chaos and the sound, through the dreamers all around. Every kid who wants to leave runs through Main Street screaming. Streetlights buzzing over sidewalks, rain is falling on the road. Every mile feels like a promise, every step a lighter load. Friends are shouting by the corner, music blasting from the car. Every moment feels immortal, like we're brighter than the stars. Police sirens in the distance, someone laughs and starts to run. But the louder that they chase us makes the chaos twice the fun. Every heartbeat hits the pavement, every spark begins to rise. We're the runaways on Main Street tonight, burning under city lights. Every voice begins to roar, louder than it was before. Through the chaos and the sound, through the dreamers all around. Every kid who wants to leave runs through Main Street screaming. Maybe someday we'll remember every loud, ridiculous night, every reckless teenage anthem under broken parking lights, every chord we played too quickly, every lyric that we screamed. Turn the silence into thunder for the kids who dare to dream. Even when the years keep racing, even when the roads divide, those loud runaway revolutions still are burning deep inside. If tomorrow feels uncertain, if the world feels way too small, every rebel chasing freedom still can hear the midnight call. Through the chaos and distortion, through the youth we can't outrun, every runaway generation starts feels electric, like rebellion going far. Jukebox blasting louder music, pins exploding down the line. Every second feels immortal, like this night is fully mine. Security lights in the hallway, someone says we should be gone. But the louder that we sing now makes the chaos twice as strong. Every heartbeat with the rhythm, every spark begins to rise. Bowling alley riot tonight, burning under neon lights. Every voice begins to roar, louder than it was before. Through the thunder and the sound, through the rebels all around. Every kid who wants to scream throws a midnight strike. Maybe someday we'll remember every loud, ridiculous night, every reckless teenage anthem under glowing bowling lights. Every chord we played too quickly, every lyric that we screamed, turn the silence into thunder for the kids who dare to dream. Even when the years keep racing, even when the roads hit void, those loud midnight revolutions still are burning deep inside. If tomorrow feels uncertain, if the world feels way too small, every rebel chasing freedom still can hear the midnight call. Through distortion and rebellion, through the youth we can't outrun. Every restless generation starts another song. Hear the pins begin to roar, hit the floor. Every rebel screams tonight, strike the fire. Bowling alley riot tonight, shining through the endless night. Every voice begins to roar, louder than it was before. Through the chaos and the sound, through the freedom we have found. Every kid who wants to scream throws a midnight strike. It's the gonna, in the wire, whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, dusty basement, broken speakers, posters hanging on the wall, cheap guitars and tangled cables waiting for the night to call. Every chord is feels electric, like the world begins to slow. We were kids without direction, just a rhythm in our veins. Every song another chapter in the story that remains. Maybe someday we'll be older, maybe someday we'll move on, but tonight we're kings of chaos in the chorus of this song. Turn the amps up to 11, let the feedback start to scream. Every basement holds a legend, every kid holds a dream. If the world won't listen to us, we'll be louder than before, like 1,000 punk rock records crashing through a broken door. Let the basement shake tonight. Whoa. Under flickering light. Whoa. Hear the echoes through the street. Whoa. Feel the thunder in the beat. This is our basement anthem tonight. Young hearts burning in the light. Every voice inside the crowd makes the broken speakers proud. Raise your fists and scream it loud. Let the whole world hear us now. Every lost kid in this town finds their voice in this sound. This is our basement anthem tonight. Where the rebels feel like it's easy as it sounds. Every word felt like a shortcut out of everything we found. You were calm when you said goodbye, like it didn't leave a scar. But I'm stuck inside the echo of exactly where you are. Every night I try to fake it, like I'm better off alone. But your voice is in the silence, like a ghost inside my phone. Every word you used to cut me, every truth I couldn't say. You told me to move on, so I wrote this song tonight, screaming Someday I'll be fine, but tonight I'm still the version that you left behind in time. Every chord I play is louder, every scream cuts through the air, turning all this broken silence into something I can bear. Even when the world keeps moving, even when I try to hide, those loud unfinished endings still are burning deep inside. If you ever hear this playing, if it echoes through your mind, just remember I was trying not to leave it all behind. Through the anger and confusion, through the nights I couldn't sleep, every broken generation finds a fire to keep. Turn the pain into a song. Sing along. Every broken heart ignite. Endless night. You told me to move on, so I wrote this song tonight. Shining through the endless night, every voice begins to roar louder than it was before. Through the anger and the pain, through the chaos in my brain, every kid who's been let go finds a reason in the noise. Midnight, waiting at the station, neon buzzing overhead. Every face is slowly fading, in places left unsaid. Last bus rolling down the avenue, door slide open with a sigh. Every seat holds quiet stories, every window holds a sky. City lights begin to blur now as the engine hums along. Every mile feels like a question of where I truly belong. Empty streets are passing by like the chapters of my life. On the last bus home tonight, watching neon fading light. Every road I've walked before leads me somewhere unsure. Through the silence of the ride, through the doubts I try to hide, every mile begins to show. Maybe home is where we grow. Maybe home is where we grow. Street corners left behind me, shadows stretching down the road. Every memory feels heavier than the bag that I still hold. Old headphones play a song now from a year I can't forget. Every lyric feels familiar, like a promise never met. Passing bridges in the darkness, city shrinking in the glass. Every moment feels suspended, like I'm drifting through the past. Empty streets are passing by, like the chapters of my life. On the last bus home tonight, watching neon fading light. Every road I've walked before leads me somewhere unsure. Through the silence of the ride, through the doubts I try to hide, every mile begins to show. Maybe home is where we grow. Maybe home is not a building, maybe home is who we are. Maybe every road we wander leaves a tiny guiding star. Every loss becomes a lesson, every fall becomes a start. Every lonely midnight journey writes another in the heart. Maybe somewhere in the distance, past the skyline and the rain, there's a place where all the broken finally feel whole again. survive is another hope we keep. Through the tunnels and the highways, through the silence of the ride, every wandering soul eventually finds a place inside. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hear the engine slowly play. See the dawn begin to break. Every shadow starts to roam. On the last bus home. On the last bus home tonight, watching morning steal the night. Every mile begins to glow like a path I didn't know. Through the silence of the ride, through the doubts I left behind, every road begins to show. Maybe home is where we grow. Marching through the broken streets with a fire in our souls. Not with anger, not with hatred, but a dream to make us whole. Every voice becomes a thunder, every step becomes a flame, lighting up a new tomorrow where no one fights for fame. Hear the sound across the land, millions rising hand in hand. Peace is our revolution, hope is our solution. We will never turn away from the dream of yesterday. Raise your voices loud and strong, let the whole world sing along. We will write a new conclusion. Peace is our revolution. Let the walls come crashing down. Let the world become one town. Peace is our revolution, ending every persecution. From the ashes we begin. Let the better world come in. Broken streetlight on the corner, buzzing softly in the dark. Every shadow feels electric, every moment leaves a mark. Skateboards rolling past the sidewalk, sneakers scraping on the ground. Every lap becomes a lightning, every voice a rebel sound. Cheap guitars across the backseat, songs we wrote the night before. Every chorus sounds like freedom, like we're asking life for more. Every heartbeat hits the pavement, every spark begins to rise. Broken streetlights, summer night, running under neon lights. Every voice begins to roar, louder than it was before. Through the chaos and the sound, through the dreamers all around. Every kid who wants to scream, life's this broken streetlight summer. Maybe someday we'll remember every loud, ridiculous night, every reckless teenage anthem under broken parking lights, every chord we played too quickly, every lyric that we screamed, turn the silence into thunder for the kids who dare to dream. Even when the years keep racing, even when the roads divide, those loud streetlight revolutions still are burning deep inside. If tomorrow feels uncertain, if the world feels way too small, every rebel chasing freedom still can hear the midnight call. Through distortion and rebellion, through the youth we can't outrun, every restless generation starts another song. Hear the streetlights start to roar, wanting more. Every rebel screams tonight, burn the light. Broken streetlights, summer tonight, shining through the endless night. Every voice begins to roar, louder than it was before. Through the chaos and the sound, through the freedom we have found. Every kid who wants to scream lives this broken streetlight summer. Streetlight summer. Radio static in the silence, searching through the midnight air. Every frequency is calling, but there's nobody out there. Highway lines beneath the tires, city fading far behind. Every mile feels like escaping from the noise inside my mind. Headlights cutting through the darkness, engines roaring through the night. Every road becomes a promise, every turn a different life. Every signal that I'm chasing feels like freedom in disguise. Runaway signals in the night, burning brighter than the lights. Every road begins to glow like a place I need to go. Through the noise and endless miles, through the chaos of our trials. Every heart that's breaking free is a runaway like me. Gas stations and empty diners, neon buzzing in the rain. Every stranger holds a story, every road forgets a name. Old cassette inside the stereo, playing songs we used to scream. Every chorus sounds like thunder from a half-forgotten dream. Billboards passing in the distance, promises we never chase. Every moment feels like lightning in this endless open space. Every signal that I'm chasing roads are where we start. Every mile becomes a memory, etched forever in the heart. If the signals starts to fade out, if the darkness fills the sky, every voice that keeps on singing keeps the frequency alive. Through the highways and the chaos, through the storms that we outrun, every runaway signal still is shining like the sun. Hear the engine scream tonight, running through the lights. Every signal starts to rise across the open skies. Runaway signals in the night, shining brighter than the fight. Every mile begins to show all the places we can go. Through the noise and endless miles, through the fire of our trials, every art that's breaking free is to run away like me. It's to run away like me. The sky was red with falling fire, sirens crying through the night, broken streets and silent towers, shadows running from the fight, children hiding in the darkness, dreaming of a world at peace, every heartbeat filled with thunder, praying all the wars would cease. Smoke is rising from the skyline, ashes drifting through the air, every soldier looks behind him, searching hope somewhere out there. In the rubble of the cities, tiny lights begin to glow, voices rising through the silence, telling us it's time to grow. Through the chaos and the fear, we can hear the future near. On the silent battlefield tonight. tonight. We will finally see the light. No more darkness in the sky. No more mothers asking why. Raise the voices loud and clear. Let the whole world finally hear. From the ruins hope revealed on this silent battlefield. Streetlights glowing in the distance. Friday night is finally here. Old car stereo is blasting every song we love to hear. Backpacks thrown into the backseat. Windows open to the wind. Every mile feels like a movie. Every moment could begin. Small town roads and endless highways. Billboards fading in the dark. Every heartbeat getting louder, like a fire waiting for a spark. We don't care what people say. Tonight we're running far away. Meet me in the parking lot tonight. Radio screaming under neon lights. We're young and reckless, we're alive, just trying hard to feel the ride. Raise your voice, don't hold it back. Let the speakers start to crack. Every dream we're chasing now is louder than the world somehow. Skateboards rolling on the concrete, graffiti letters on the wall. Every kid around the city hears the midnight anthem call. Cheap guitars and broken amplifiers, every chord a battle cry. Every lyric tells a story of the nights we won't deny. Empty soda cans are scattered, laughter echoes through the air. Every second feels forever, like the world is standing there. We're not scared to lose control. Meet me in the parking lot tonight. Whoa. Radio scream under neon lights. Whoa. We're young and reckless, we're alive, just trying hard to feel the ride. Raise your voice, don't hold it back. Let the speakers start to crack. Every dream we're chasing now is louder than the world somehow. Someday when the years go by, we'll remember nights like these. Broken songs and crooked smiles, blowing wild in summer breeze. Every laugh and every scar, every road we tried to run. Every moment in the darkness, shining brighter than the sun. Sing it like you mean it now. Let the whole town hear it loud. Meet me in the parking lot tonight. Stars are burning in the sky so bright. We're the voices in the dark. We're the fire and the spark. Raise your hands and shout it out. Let the whole world hear the crowd. Every heart is beating loud, like a rebel screaming proud. Meet me in the parking lot tonight, where the lost kids find their light. Whoa, whoa. Where the lost kids find their light. Whoa, whoa, whoa. searching for a place to feel like home. Every lonely midnight message, every quiet cry for help is another spark of hope for someone just like myself. Maybe voices joining slowly turn the silence into sound. Maybe lost connection someday finally can be found. If the signal starts returning, if the silence starts to fade, every story that we share turns the darkness into day. Through the wires and through the chaos, through the storms inside the soul, every broken conversation brings another heart back Whoa, whoa, whoa. 24-hour diner glowing, neon buzzing in the rain, coffee cups and cracked up jukebox. Every night feels half insane. Sticky floors and vinyl tables, napkins scattered everywhere. Every laugh becomes a thunder, like rebellion in the air. Cheap guitars beside the booth now, songs we wrote the night before. Every chorus sounds like freedom, like we're always wanting more. Every heartbeat hits the rhythm, every spark begins to rise. 24-hour diner noise tonight, shouting under neon lights. Every voice begins to roar, louder than it was before. Through the chaos and the sound, through the dreamers all around. Every kid who wants to scream starts a coffee cup revolt. Waitress rolling eyes and laughing, telling us to keep it low. But the louder that we sing now makes the jukebox overflow. Friends are shouting every chorus, standing by the counter rail. Every second feels immortal, like this night can never fail. Headlights passing through the window, morning creeping down the street. But the louder that we sing now turns the city to our beat. Every heartbeat hits the rhythm, every spark begins to rise. 24-hour diner noise tonight, burning under neon lights. Every voice begins to roar, louder than it was before. Through the thunder and the sound, through the rebels all around. Every kid who wants to scream starts a coffee cup revolt. Maybe someday we'll remember every loud, ridiculous night, every reckless teenage anthem under buzzing diner lights. Every chord we played too quickly, every lyric that we screamed turned the silence into thunder for the kids who dare to dream. Even when the years keep racing, even when the roads divide, those loud midnight revolutions still are burning deep inside. If tomorrow feels uncertain, if the world feels way too small, every rebel can hear the midnight call. Through distortion and rebellion, through the youth we can't outrun. Every restless generation starts another song. Whoa, hear the jukebox start to roar. Whoa, diner floor. Whoa, every rebel screams tonight. Whoa, neon fight. 24-hour diner noise tonight, shining through the endless night. Every voice begins to roar, louder than it was before. Through the chaos and the sound, through the freedom we have found. Every kid who wants to scream starts a coffee cup revolt. Same old houses, same old driveways, same old streets we grew up on. Every day feels like a reread of a show that's dragging on. Teachers talking about the future, parents saying play it safe, but our hearts are beating louder like a drum we can't erase. Broken skateboards by the sidewalk, graffiti dreams on every wall. Every kid inside this town now feels the midnight anthem call. We're not living by their rules, we're the kings of after school. This is a suburban riot, turn the speakers up tonight. Let the whole damn city hear it, we were born to start a fight. Raise your hands into the skyline, let the guitars scream out loud. We're the voices of the generation singing through the crowd. Old guitars inside a basement, broken amps and tangled wires. Every chord becomes a weapon, every song becomes a fire. Neighbors yelling through the ceiling, but we only turn it higher. Every lyric tells a story of the youth they can't retire. Cheap black jeans and faded t-shirts, Converse shoes and messy hair. Every kid inside the room now feels electricity in the air. Every shout becomes a spark, lighting fires in the dark. This is a suburban riot, turn the speakers up tonight. Let the whole damn city hear it, we were born to start a fight. Raise your hands into the skylight, let the guitars scream out loud. We're the voices of a generation singing through the crowd. Streetlights buzzing in the distance, midnight creeping through the town. Every car becomes a stage now when the windows roll down. Radio playing old punk records, every lyric hits the soul. Every highway feels like freedom, every mile we lose control. We were kids without a roadmap, just a dream in gasoline, running fast through every moment like a scene from a movie screen. Maybe someday we'll grow older, maybe someday we'll move on, but tonight we're writing history in the chorus of this song. Every